Hey, good morning. It's Mike Zschunke with Berkshire Hathaway Homes and Shift-Owned Properties in Scottsdale. Friday morning market chat with Mike. On our way to our PV meeting here in Paradise Valley, and just want to do a quick check-in. We'll talk about residential, commercial, and then we'll talk about the economy. Big job numbers day today. Inventory, 12,734 single-family detached homes for sale in the multiple listing service. And hold on. It's up about 150 from last week. Maricopa County up 9,300 single-family detached homes for sale. It's up about 150. In Scottsdale, there are 1,170 single-family detached homes for sale. Up 7. So this residential market's just kind of grinding along. You know, we're getting calls from buyers. We actually have a busy day showing some properties this afternoon. But there's just still not enough for sale. If your home is on the market and it hasn't sold in the first 30 days, it's price. Because there's plenty of buyers who are looking, all price ranges. I don't care if it's $300,000, $500,000, $5 million, $1 million. If it hasn't sold in 30 days, it's price. Because there's investors are looking. I get calls every day from investors looking for properties. Margins are pretty slim now. And people are relocating to the area. So, again, you've really got to hit your price immediately. Like I always say, you have 7 to 14 days to get the most eyes on your property. So you got to price it right. And that's kind of what we like to think we specialize in. So we're pretty good at pricing homes. So anyway, commercial, this one we're working on, super fun. I'm going to have to write a book when we're done, because every day something new pops up, whether it's a Mexican government lawsuit or I don't know. It's just, we're under contract. We're through we had the environmental test, some questions in there. So there's just a lot of SBA loan. We've got maybe a possible government shutdown on the 17th. We don't know yet, but there's a lot of moving parts. It's super fun. I just read this morning there is 7 projects in the Phoenix area over $1 billion on the commercial end. So there's I'm getting off here, right? Yeah. There's a lot of companies, Phoenix is a hot market. It's an attractive business market. A lot of companies moving here. When those companies come, people come, the population grows, and you're starting to see this sprawl to the right. Yeah, there's some construction, so it's a different way here. But and don't speed through Paradise Valley. Too many cameras, so they'll catch you. So it's there's a lot going on, a lot of economic development going on, and prices are in the commercial $300 a square foot for an industrial property, a good one. So land is interesting. There's builders. I've always said builders are sitting on a lot of land, just kind of waiting to see where this market's going. It's gotten expensive to build. There's 3 lots right by us, out by Uncala. One guy listed it for $2 million, which is absurd for an acre and a half. So now there's 2 others that popped up, $1 million an acre. As a builder, it doesn't make sense. You can't make money. It's, $2, $3, $4 million house. You can't pay $1 million an acre and build and make any money on that. Maybe as an end user, that works, but land's tough to come by. It's expensive, and it's expensive to build. So we'll see going into the end of the year. Maybe they want to unload some of those properties. We'll see. A lot of moving parts going into the end of the year here. Economy. We had an unemployment number this morning. You may have seen interest rates came down a little bit this week. I think the 30-year fixed mortgage was 7.5% yesterday. You're going to see everybody celebrating it. Not sure we're done yet. Jobs report came out this morning. When I worked on the Chicago Board of Trade, that was the one day of the month that you could not miss. It's the most important economic indicator is the unemployment number. Kind of soft this morning. More importantly, they revised last month's which down a little bit. Unemployment last month was higher than they originally said. So is this economy slowing a little bit? You know, maybe. Well, okay, thank you. And that's my radar detector. More importantly, U.S. Treasury. Everybody wants to talk about the Fed and Chairman Powell. More importantly, the U.S. Treasury. They hold a bundle of debt. 2-year, 5-year, 10-year, 20-year, 30-year bonds. And there's an average, it's called duration. There's an average maturity of those bonds. Well, it's expensive now for them to hold those 20 and 30-year bonds. And 10-year, 20-year, 30-year bonds. It's expensive for them to hold those. So they moved their average or their duration up, and they started issuing 2-year and 5-year notes. 2-year notes, 5-year bills. Is that right? I don't know. But they lengthened they shortened their duration, it's called. So that led the long year, the 10-year, 20, those bond rates came down, and that's where you're seeing that in the mortgage rates. Is that just kicking the can down the road? We still have $300 trillion of debt globally. You know, we can't just focus on the United States anymore when we talk about interest rate and the economy. It's a global economy, and I would say markets are very efficient. There's buyers, there's sellers, just like houses or properties. There's a buyer and a seller at any price. What is that price that the asset trades at? So, are we done with these rates going up? I tend not to think so. And again, Rick Santelli on CNBC this morning, we used to stand next to each other on the Board of Trade when we were in our 20s. And so maybe we think alike, but he was talking about that too, just because of our age and our experience. And he's saying too, he's not sure we're done yet with rising rates. You're going to see a lot of people celebrate this. I think the 10-year traded down 50 basis points this morning to 4.5%. Are we done? I don't know. I think that there is a very educated investor that's sitting on the sidelines, kind of letting it shake out, see where this goes. And is the U.S. Treasury just kicking the can down the road? You know, all debt is dangerous. Eventually, debt has to be paid. So when that comes due, rates are going to go up again. So, you know, who knows? Like I said, you can't time the market. If you need to buy. If you need to sell. Don't get hung up on the headlines. And, you know, do what's best for you. Give us a call, sit down, have a chat. What are the numbers? What works for you? You know, the way to create generational wealth is to own real estate. I think Costco now is looking at their real estate, seeing how they can capitalize on that. Walmart, known historically, Walmart is a huge owner of real estate. That's why the company is worth so much. But, you know, you want to create wealth, you own real estate. That's 5% for the last 100 years. So, steady investment, like I said, I've gotten pretty conservative in my old age. So, anyway, if we can help you buy or sell, give us a shout. Anything, residential, commercial, land, we're here to help. So, anyway, we're running around over to Paradise Valley here this morning. Then we have to go to Phoenix later, and then we've got a friend's art show gallery this evening that we're going to go check out. So maybe we'll post something later, but thanks for watching. Truly appreciate it. Give us a call if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.